Okay, you can see what the title says. You guys know what we're talking about. We're talking about the BinBok Joycons. Again. Now, as a lot of you may know, I've actually already done a video on these Joy-Cons. Not these ones exactly. The ones I did were the original versions. These are slightly different. There's a lot of different things going on here. But the big question is, have they done enough? In the last video, I didn't have too many good things to say about these Joy-Cons. So, we're gonna check these out again with all the new upgrades, the new features, the new things that these have going on, and we're gonna see, are they any better or are they still crap? What's up, guys? Welcome back, or welcome maybe the first time. If you are new here, do me a favor, jump down in the description of this video, click the link to my Twitch channel. I'm over there streaming at least 2 days a week. We do our podcast over there as well. Links to the podcast will be below. Check that out too, but let's get on with this video. Okay. First off, I wanna talk about something because, as I said, I did make a video on these before, and I was one of the first to make a video on them. So the video itself, it did okay. I don't have a massive following, so it didn't get a ton of views, but then people like Spawnwave started covering these, and people like Wolf Den, Kevin Kenson, lots of people covered these after I did. So my video ended up getting more views because, it started being recommended to people who were watching those videos. I had a very different opinion on these than most everybody else who did a video on them. I honestly thought they were crap. The original versions of these things, I thought they really didn't have many redeeming qualities. I liked the LED lights. I thought that was cool. I liked the shape. Other than that, there wasn't really a whole lot going on that I liked. The sticks were fine, nothing really redeeming enough for me to even keep them. I actually bought them on Amazon and returned them. So I didn't have the same opinion as the other guys who looked at these did, and lots of people decided that I needed to know about it in the comments, which, hey, it is what it is. Some people have different opinions, and that's okay. Anyway, I stand behind what I said in that video. I still think those Joy-Cons are crap. I will say this about these ones. These are an upgrade. Now, how much of an upgrade we're gonna talk about, but they're definitely better. I will say one thing right off the bat. As you can see here, they are transparent. I'm not like the biggest fan of transparent stuff. I actually have a video on a bunch of transparent controllers. If you wanna check that out, I'll link it up here somewhere for you to look at. I really like the way these look, to be honest. I think this plastic, that was something I had an issue with the old ones, is the actual shells. The plastic they used for the shells, I thought it felt extremely cheap. As soon as you picked it up, you could tell it was a cheap plastic. This actually does not feel like that. This feels a lot better. I like the way this feels a whole lot better. Now, quickly to go over what these things have. For those of you who don't know, they do have basically the same things that the old one has. So if you've seen that video, you kind of know. They've got rumble. They don't have NFC. They do have gyro. And actually, BinBok told me when they sent these over, I didn't even mention that. Yes, BinBok actually sent, after seeing the video that I put out on the first ones, they sent me these to try out. So they're brave. I'll give them that. They're brave. Anyway, they've got rumble. They do have back here, if you can see, they have the extra button that's mappable. They have the extra buttons here. One of them is for mapping the buttons. The other one is to actually change the color of the LED lights behind the sticks. You hold the bottom one in and then just click into the stick and it changes through the colors, as you can see. And you can actually double click it and it will breathe instead of just be on all the time. So again, I do like the LEDs. I think they even look better with the transparent shells. I liked them on the last ones. Again, that was kind of like the only thing I did like. I really wanted them to be good. These do have gyro as well. So I didn't really have a problem with the last one's gyro, but I guess these do have improved gyro over the last ones as well. I never had a problem with it with those ones. I don't expect it to be a problem here. I haven't really used anything with gyro, but if it's better than that, then great. Again, these are gonna have all the buttons just like the regular Joy-Con. They have the extra ones on the back. They have rumble, I believe I've already said that. But another thing these have is a battery, and they come with this little thing here. So you can actually take them off and they are connected. You can use them just like a controller, which is something the SplitPad Pro cannot do. It's a decent little controller. I mean, you have a lot to hold on to here, so that's nice. Now, one of the complaints I did have with the other ones, and I still have it with these, is on and off the switch here on the rails. It's nice and tight, but man, it just feels really bad going on and off there. It does not feel quality whatsoever, and that one actually feels completely different. This one's a lot looser, this one's tight. They're still both very tight, I'll give them that. The Joy-Cons aren't even this tight on the sides of the Switch. There's no play in there whatsoever. Another thing I like about these I do really like the Split Pad Pro. Has this big area here. Let me get a picture of that there. This giant hangover area. It's got that on the front, which I absolutely hate the look of that. I really like that they moved that to the back and they have the front flat here. I think that does look a lot better like that. Now, another thing that was really bad on the old ones, and I know that they fixed this, I think right after I sent mine back, the next batch of whatever they were doing, I guess they had redone the D-pad, and I will say, this D-pad is miles better than the one that I use. So that was something, again, I had a big issue with. That has been fixed. It's not the best D-pad in the world, but compared to what it used to be, miles better. Now, they do connect to the Switch, Bluetooth, as you saw. They charge from the Switch just like regular Joy-Cons do, but they also have USB-C ports down here on the bottom, so you can charge them individually if you want to as well, just right off of a USB-C plug into the wall. So that's a nice little thing to have. I've just been charging them off the Switch. I've actually been using them for almost 2 weeks now. Just these. I've used nothing else. I do have to say, I like these ones a lot better than I like the original ones. I think the biggest thing is the plastic. I think the biggest thing is when I hold it, it doesn't just feel cheap as soon as I grab it out of the box. That was something with the other ones that I had a big problem with. The video that I did with all the transparent controllers, I actually put this one in that video as well. This is from BinBok. This is their controller. This is pretty much these as a controller. It actually has a different D-pad, but the sticks are the same. The rest of the buttons are the same. That is one thing about these that I still really do not like, and I don't know exactly what it is about it. I don't like it, but these 4 face buttons right here, I really do not like the way they feel. I think they're really tall, and the rubber membrane underneath just feels, I don't know what word to use to describe it, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it feels sloppy. It feels like really cheap rubber that, you know, it kind of just holds its place into, I don't know. It's just, they don't feel very good to press. This has pretty much the same buttons, but they're a lot lower. If you can see this here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. Let me see those buttons there, how much lower they are than these buttons here. If these buttons were just lowered down a little bit, I'm honestly wondering if I could open this up and switch these buttons out. I wonder if they're the same exact buttons or if they're just placed in this shell different than they're placed in this shell. They look identical, so I don't know. Maybe I'll open it up and see if I can switch them out. But so coming back around full circle after trying the originals, hating them, then getting these, trying them out with all the new things, the things that have been changed, I have to admit at this point, I could probably recommend these now. I've been using them, like I said, for about 2 weeks. The only thing I don't like is the buttons, but I'm starting to be okay with it. I still don't like them. If those were changed, I'd probably like these a whole lot better. I mean, I have to give BinBok a little bit of credit here. I absolutely crapped all over the original version of this. They've made a bunch of changes to this. Clearly, they've made changes. They've taken feedback that people have given them. I know a lot of people said the D-pad was a huge problem. That has clearly been taken care of. I do like the way they feel now. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic. The only thing I don't like is the buttons. So yeah, I'll have to give it to them. BinBok, you fixed a lot of the things that I didn't like about these, and I'm probably gonna keep using these a good bit. Guys, I'm gonna have a link to these in the description down below. But guys, let me know. Have you tried these? Have you tried the regular ones? Did you try them originally when they came out? Did you like them then? If you didn't, I would say maybe give them a shot, but that's gonna be it for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you are subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.